When life gets unpredictable, preparation matters. In medicine, it's all about staying alert, ready for whatever comes through the door. On the road, it's no different. That's why Volvo designs vehicles to help anticipate risk, reduce harm, and protect lives. The Volvo XC90's advanced safety systems inspire confident decisions wherever the road takes you. The Volvo XC90, for life. Proud sponsor of the Pit Podcast. Learn more at volvocars.ca/safety.
Ever since Elon Musk took over Twitter and fired, well, I think at the start it was half of the workforce, and I think he settled on 75% of people being shown the door. Not only has the social media platform suffered in the public's eye, but Elon Musk's brand and reputation has taken a hard hit as well. Earlier this week, Musk made a surprise appearance at Dave Chappelle's comedy show in San Francisco, where he was invited on stage and greeted by many in the crowd with boos. Have a listen.
Elon. Hey, Dave.
And it's not just the booze. The markets are reflecting the negative public perception of everything associated with Musk's brand, even his electric cars. Tesla's stock has been in free fall since the world's richest man, and now he's not even the world's richest man in the last couple of days, acquired Twitter. Now it's down 28% Tesla stock since the Twitter takeover. Let's take a look at Tesla's brand and how much it's being hurt by Elon Musk's antics with Mitch Joel, tech advisor, investor, and author of CTRL ALT Delete. Mitch, welcome back, and I have it on good authority that it was a human that wrote that fantastic intro, not artificial intelligence.
Not artificial intelligence, and I am currently wrapping up my hands and dunking them in oil and glass so we can brawl about this.
Okay, well, who knows? Maybe we won't even brawl. I want to focus on maybe the second word of your intro here when we introduce you, investor, right? So when you look at Tesla right now as an investor, what do you see?
Well, we got to take a step away from the individual. So you're right. Let's do that. The actual Tesla stock was down 50%, and now it's 30%. So we're actually seeing a bit of a rebound there. These are also beyond Elon, and I think there are bigger plays than Elon. One, we have to recognize that Tesla stock has been hyper inflated in comparison to the automotive industry and tech stocks in general for way too long. As one of my favorite investors and friends would say to me, the stock is drunk and it needs to go home. There are, on top of that, real macroeconomic conditions that have been impacting not just Tesla, but the automotive industry in general. Tesla in particular is dealing with a lot of things, an aging product lineup. They've had delays in the Cybertruck. They've had some issues with the self-driving technology, a lot more competition. If you look at the other automotive manufacturers, there's some investigations taking place at the state level about marketing claims, and I can go on and on. So this isn't one of those situations where I look at it and go, that Tesla stock should definitely be increasing. It was a stock from many years ago, long before even Elon had made an initial investment in Twitter, which is going back several years, hyper inflated.
It's interesting, Mitch, because, last Friday night I went to do groceries and my Tesla drove me to the grocery store and back, and I didn't have to touch a thing, right? And if that technology comes through, there are many people I've heard can make the argument that, Tesla stock is cheap, right? If and there's a big if that comes through. But I want to get to the whole notion of Elon Musk and his tweets, and if it actually, in the real world, destroys the Tesla brand and hurts their sales. This is what happens on Twitter when Elon Musk tweets something like the branch Covidians are attacking me, are upset. The branch Covidians are upset, LOL. When he tweets stuff like that, does it affect Tesla?
It's hard to know. And the reason it's hard to know is much in the same way that we talk about Twitter right now. They had an increase of both users and overall time spent on the platform. So the question is, for every Democrat or person on the left who wants to save the planet and buy a Tesla, is he now maybe driving in, pardon the pun, more people from the right and the libertarians who would have never considered an electric vehicle because of them associating it with that certain type of person? And I have to wonder if some of the commentary he does, and I will call them jokes because he sees himself as a libertarian, somebody who's interested in free speech and memes and funny tweets. He thinks it's off the cuff funny. If he doesn't see this as a strategy to actually bring one side, the polarized side, more aligned with those who would internally never want to be like those Democrats or like those tree huggers who are trying to save the world. And I wonder if there's something strategically here about that. So is it impacting overall to those who liked the narrative before? Maybe. But to those who would never look at it, who are now looking at it, that may be a bigger market size for him.
This is so interesting. We're with Mitch Joel, tech advisor, investor, author of CTRL ALT Delete. We're talking about the Tesla brand and how it's being hurt or maybe helped now by Elon Musk's antics. Now, Mitch, there was always this group of internal combustion engine enthusiasts that had big old dirty pickup trucks, and they're called coal rollers, and they would go and purposely drive up in front of an electric vehicle and then make sure their exhaust would put all of the nasty stuff from the exhaust, coal rolling as they call it, onto electric vehicles. Are you saying that that type of person is now, because of Elon Musk's antics, considering an electric car for the first time because they now view Elon Musk as someone on their side?
I'm saying there are multiple factors at play here that are pointing specifically to that. Look no further than the electric version of the Ford F-150. Look no further than what's happening with Rivian. These are cars that are back-ordered, that people want, that are performing exceptionally well. We can't forget the history either. In 2015, the Tesla car was the best car ever tested or reviewed by Consumer Reports, and I don't know that things have changed substantially since then. Mm-hmm. If he is looking at it specifically in isolation of will they take a Cybertruck over their pickup truck, maybe not. But we're seeing factors because of how he forced the hand of these traditional manufacturers to play into electric that we are seeing a reality that this Ford truck, this electric Ford truck, is one of the hottest things out there that they can't get enough of. We're seeing this happen even in more industrial ways in terms of large trucks for shipping as well. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you're seeing a shift. And perhaps he is really trying to make that side of the demographic really aligned with this idea that it's not this woo-woo tree-hugging thing, but it's cool and it's real and it's here and I'm cool too.
Mitch, the first part of your title is Tech Advisor. If you were to advise Elon Musk on how to tweet, what would you tell him?
One is I don't think anybody is going to advise him on how to tweet. I think he sees his tweets in isolation of the CEO role that he holds at Twitter, at Tesla, at SpaceX, at wherever else he's playing, Star City, whatever you have. I think ultimately the role in conversations with him is what ultimately are you trying to accomplish? And if he's like, this is my gasket, this is where my pressure goes, this is where I can be myself and make my jokes and do my things. Okay, you understand that the impacts of this, though, are having very big economic powers onto shareholders and others. This is for him to do. He took the company private. That comes with a lot of changes to what we can think as customers looking at a public company, like we look at Tesla. Mm-hmm. So ultimately, yes, you want to see a CEO more aligned with the values of the organization. But we can't look at this situation in isolation. We have seen CEOs over the years say some pretty dramatic things, from Steve Jobs to Jack Welch and beyond, that have either both helped and hurt the company. But here's one thing that he is doing exceptionally well. He is keeping these brands and his name consistently in the media. Now, if you believe that the only bad press is an obituary, he's doing the work.
Yeah, it's so true. Huh? It seems to be the number one go-to clickbait lingo is Elon Musk or Tesla. Mitch, it's always great talking to you.
He's never met a circus or a meme he hasn't liked.
Yeah,
know?
That's it. Totally. Mitch, great talking to you, man. Thanks so much.
Anytime, Elias. Thanks to you.
Mitch Joel, tech advisor and investor.